Hello everyone, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition solo runs. Last time, I think we poked around the spider's nest a bit. Oh. Well. This long rest is different. We have staggered back to the campsite. Does that mean anything? No? Just an extra animation for us? Okay. Yeah, we got down to the spider's place, and now we're going to take a long rest, get our spell slots back before we go down and try and hurt some of them. Now that we have the spider step boots, which make us immune to being enwebbed, so we can move through the spider web infested cave fairly safely, and then we'll have a higher chance of doing what we need to do in combat. But first, let us throw a water. I hope this is one water and not 9 waters I'm throwing. Yep, that's our water for the day. And then for dinner, we can have a couple of spicy sausages with a couple of carrots and maybe an apple. And I don't take the rum for drinking, do I? And I'm certainly not going to drink a bottle of grease. But we'll have a little bit of cheese on the side. And that's a good meal. We'll long rest, get our spell slots back and such, ready to go fighting.
Let me come to you. I can help you.
I have never seen this cutscene before. I know your voice. I heard it on the Nautiloid.
I've been searching for you. You're always so far away.
Come to me.
You frown in your sleep.
Oh my goodness.
There must be so much on your mind.
Her fingers are warm against your cheek, softer than expected.
You think that you're sick, that you're dying. Are you afraid?
This is very surprising. I was afraid, and then I saw you.
Look at you. So confused. Brimming with power. Yet still a shadow of what you will become. Come now. I'll make you feel better. Let yourself go. Lean back.
Sure. I didn't come this far to stop now.
So eager. Hungry. But
Something in your blood stirs and twists, recoiling like a wounded beast. It wants her gone.
you're not ready. I will return when you are. But I do have a parting gift.
Journal update. Remove the parasite. Last night, we felt early symptoms of ceremorphosis, followed by vivid dreams of our greatest desires, but this morning our symptoms were gone. We really need to get things out of our heads. Well, that was incredibly interesting. And now we have Psionic Pull. Bonus action. Pull one creature or object towards you. Range 60 feet, recharge once per short rest. That's incredibly interesting. I had no idea such a thing could happen. Well, we have long rested, we have our hit points, we have our spell slots. I'm going to guess that there wasn't anything else that we've just kind of gained. Let's check our inventory by latest. Nope, I don't think she gave us a zucchini. And as for our other skills, as we expect them to be, except we now have this psionic pull, which is very cool. Okay, let's travel back to where we just were, which was the Blighted Village. Goblins don't mind our presence, which is great. Now, we could go back down the well where we just collected those couple of backpacks worth of stuff. But instead, I'm going to go in through the standard entrance of the blacksmith's side passage. Because I think the geographical position in the dungeon is more advantageous from down here. So it's this crack over here. Then we cross a small ravine and then have a single track passage to go through. And here we're probably going to be attacked by a couple of ettercaps and then possibly a couple of spiders at the same time. We don't need the torch really because we have Firebolt and we have Dark Vision, so we'll leave that as is. And I'm curious to see now, just because we can't become enwebbed, does that mean that we can't proc this thing into cooling for creatures? So, very quickly, if we unequip our boots, and then step on once more. No, we worry about the webbing surface, but it doesn't make kind of... Oh, there it is. That's what I feared. And stuff is coming towards us. That's lovely. Put those on, please. And I was hoping to be slightly better prepared for this, but sure. We have 2 ettercaps to fight. What I don't think they will have is any kind of jumping or leaping. I know the spiders do because they're phase spiders. But if we now get rid of this web, we can make the jump to the other side with our big fighter strength. So let's just eradicate this web first. And then we'll worry about attacking them afterwards. We could even use our psionic pull and pull them into the gap between. But we'll save that for something more urgent, I think. And let's use Tear's Protection on ourselves as a bonus action. And they tried to enweb us, but we are immune. That's their ranged attack. The other one probably just slightly behind there. But from here, we might just be free to cantrip them out of existence. Especially if they're not going to attempt to make any advancement on us without the web being there. So this might be a case of slow and steady and slightly mundane. But at least our percentage chance to hit is very high, which should mean we can make relatively short work of this. So, I wonder why we had that encounter during our rest. Is it something we did? Did we use the lure of the powers of the worm in our head more times than I did in previous campaigns? Is it because I'm currently traveling alone? I'm curious to see how that will develop after early access. Because I thought it strange that they ask you who your love is, and then through, is it 83 episodes? I never saw them once, and here we are on episode like 13, 14 or something, and we see them immediately. Very curious. Right, neither of these guys are moving still. But let's see what happens. Whoa! That is very odd. Alright. There's one down. 25 XP for us. Is the other one going to try and advance on our position at all? Because if they're not, what we might have to do is jump across. And then if they advance on us, we can jump back. Oh no! Alright, that was a much further fall than I anticipated it to be. That is a way bigger jump than I thought we were making. So we used half of our speed to stand up. So now we're just in standard combat, I guess. But it does mean we can bust out the giant sword. 15! That must be a max, right? 11 on 2d6 plus 1 because it's magic plus 3. So very nearly. But in any case, a very good attack there. You have gained new power from your illithid tadpole. What new power? We're threatened. They're infested. Crawling with tiny spiders takes 1d4 piercing damage and takes 1d4 damage and 1d4 pass damage each turn. When hit with a melee attack or upon death, the infestation spreads. Can be removed with fire or acid. Doesn't deal damage to etacaps or spiders. Okay, then we really don't want to be using melee attacks here. I don't think we're going to be able to make that jump back. Is there somewhere we can climb? There is over there. So we are going to use our second wind and heal ourselves. Is this a bonus action? Ah, disengaging is a bonus action. We have 10 HP. Do I think we'll lose 10 HP for jumping down a cliff? Probably not. Right. They didn't attack us. We can second wind. And then we can go back to our cantrip business. Apparently we're in mud for rough terrain. We have line of sight. Any line of sight at all? Nope. Right, we'll have to wait until we can get up the other side, I think. Let's action dash. That'll let us get up this cliff. And then hopefully we can just fire blast this second etacap without getting ourselves infected. Because that would not be a good thing. So they're just going to be ambiguously angry at us, which is fine. 2 more of those and we should be fine. Especially because we managed to not pull any phase spiders into the fight. You'll see we're hitting a lot more regularly now because our intelligence has gone up because we're wearing the Band of Intellect. Our to-hit roll is way higher. Okay, so they are down. Can we jump, rather than jumping the whole gap again, can we jump up this cliff from the lower side? Also, are there any secrets down here? I don't see any. Can't reach over that side. Can we jump up from here? Are we that athletic? We absolutely are. Right, let us sneak. I don't think these guys are going to have any loot on their persons. We have used our second wind. We've not used our action surge or our psionic pull yet. So I think we can probably get a bit more use out of our skills before we go for a short rest. Now we just have to find the first of many phase spiders. There's one somewhere over here. One behind that cliff there. And that seems to be the sightline of the same one. So if we can get ourselves up into an advantageous position, probably will heal a bit before we have a fight. Let's just say nope to those. I don't want more spiders than I absolutely have to deal with. Our stealth rolls, of course, are not great. We do have disadvantage on our attack rolls. Also, something I've been neglecting, because I'm a bit daft, is I've been looking for a longbow this whole time, and one of my commenters said, have you ever not just considered using a crossbow, because they're just as good? I always default to crossbows have the loading property, and the loading property means you can't attack twice with them when you gain extra attack at 5th level. But of course, we're never going to reach 5th level in early access, so there is no reason why I shouldn't equip a crossbow when we find one. So I don't have one in my inventory right now, but we will keep that in mind for sure. Now, are we going to be able to get the jump on this guy? Yep, okay, there are two. There is another one somewhere, way up behind, but they do of course have teleportation. But we do get an extra round in because they are surprised. That is a shame. We will also Tears Protection ourselves again. And then they're going to teleport right up to us. Ow, that hurt a lot. Okay, I immediately have regrets about our health situation here. Let's, before we retreat, because we'd have to retreat back past them basically, which is not going to be ideal. Let's see how much damage this does to them when they fall. 5 and they were knocked prone is fine. If we action surge now, we can do the same trick twice on this guy over here. We only did 2 damage to the spider web. Are you kidding me? Alright, this inflicts poison, so let's get out of that. And then do we have any large healing potions? That's poison. This is a standard healing potion. Does not look like we do. So it's going to be a bonus action. Heal. We're on 15 HP. We've already lost concentration on Tears Protection. And we have our movement, but nothing else right now. So we have to think very carefully about where we want to go. If we either want to escape or try and get to the emergency exit that is the the thing. You know, the thing. What's this? The rope that takes you up to the surface at the well. Of course, they can just teleport through stuff. Please don't hit me, please don't hit me, please don't hit me. Oh, good God. Alright, we have 5 HP. That's a real bad time. 28 HP, 18 HP. We do have both our spell slots. Sleep, we'll put that one to sleep, but not this one. We have action surged. Oh boy. We can consume a potion of speed. That will give us haste. We would have to survive an opportunity attack by this phase spider, which is a big risk. But then if we have a potion of haste, we would have 2 actions. Our speed would be doubled to 60. If we have a speed of 60, if we dash with our action, that's 120. And if we dash with our second action, that's 180. So we could travel 180 feet. Which gets us within spitting distance of the bucket. We don't have any potions of invisibility left, do we? No. Which is a great shame, because if we're invisible, we can't be seen for opportunity attacks. We do have Potion of Poison Resistance, but if we consume that as our bonus action, that is our bonus action spent. And disengaging is a bonus action, and I want to use the bonus action for consuming the Potion of Haste if we're going to do that. Do we have any other options? Scrolls and the like. Scroll of Blur is a higher level than we have. False Life will give us 7 HP, which is some healing, but not heaps. Magic Missile, Protection from Evil, Resistance, Shocking Grasp. If we use Shocking Grasp and hit with it, it can't take a reaction against us. That could be one way to slow them down. Fog Cloud would blind them. Scroll of Burning Hands would hurt them, but not gonna kill them, I'm sure. Blur is surely on the Wizard spell scroll. And your body becomes blurred. Attacks have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. But we'd have to make an Arcana check to see if we can cast this. Because it's a 2nd level spell, I'm pretty sure. And we don't have 2nd level spell slots. And our Arcana is now +4 thanks to the Headband of Intellect. So we would need to roll like an 8 in order to cast that. But I think I'm just going to go with the Hail Mary, try and escape, hope that this doesn't hit us. Oh, maybe they used their reaction for something already. Okay, in that case, consume... where is it? Potion of Speed. Gain haste for 3 turns. So, our speed is up to 65 feet. And we have 2 actions, so we want to be basically here. Let's just check the other option. This gets us to 120 feet. Jumping down could hurt us for 5, however. If we try and climb back down to here. And if we did that, we would be prone and on the ground. So many awkward decisions. Let's get down this step. That's plain enough to choose. How much of this do we think is rough terrain? Well, we're going to be dashing with at least one of our actions. So that gets us to here. I should have short rested. That's the lesson we have learnt. And then at this point, we're not going to not dash again from here. Don't go up. hug the wall as best we can, so that if they're trying to make a ranged attack from over there, they fail to do so. Oh! We got far enough away to break the initiative. I was like, why do we have 165 foot of movement? And we're lethargic because of the potion. We miss one turn. Well, we killed 2 Etacaps, which is great, but the spiders were slightly more than we could chew. So join me again next time, and we'll see if we can come back with maybe a better battle plan. Something that isn't just get attacked 3 times and run away. But if you've enjoyed this episode, thank you ever so much for watching. Let me know if you knew that you could meet your desire in a cutscene like that, because I'd certainly never seen it before. Otherwise, please consider subscribing or pressing that like button, or if you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. I'll endeavour to answer each and every one of them. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.